Quickly now. Gather round the fire lest the shadows get you. Auntie Yogba has been slain, her lair brought to ruin, but the children could not be saved. The group is left reeling, a hollow victory at best. Now, they return to Ratwater, a town that fears them, rightfully. It is time to rest and plan their next move.
Vengeance has been struck, although we are left with more questions than answers. Ulrich, you were strong in there. Don't try and fly away from vine creatures next time.
We're concerned about Bip, but, I'm pretty fast, too.
And Randall, did you bring a clue? What is in your hands?
Not so much in as on. Ulrich, I'm not quite sure what this is, but I may need your holy fire to burn it off of me. It won't let go.
Do you think it could be a gift from your legacy? From Aurora, perhaps?
What it could be, I don't know, but I don't really trust anything from a hag's lair.
Oh, she usurped the power, the divinity of the Aurora statue.
It doesn't cause any pain now, but I would rather not have it affixed to me as we research it and discover what exactly it is.
Yeah, if you'll let Ulrich take a look at it, I think he'll want to see how it's attached, see the vines, wrapped around your arms and are, holding on, but I don't imagine it's drawn blood or anything like that. So, can I roll religion to see if this might be something that Aurora might be responsible for?
Religion really wouldn't help you here.
Oh, okay.
I can look at it. I can also cast Detect Magic. I know that's not going to give us a whole ton outside of a spell school.
It is magical.
Thank you, Bip. I think we established that when it attached to his arm, but...
and Bip guesses, just off the cuff, it's divine magic. So Ulrich should be able to help. And he turns to Ulrich.
Oh, that's obviously a lie.
Would a nature check help me discern the type of wood or anything? If this is some sort of special tree thing?
I cast Detect Magic and I go, it's made of morning wood.
Hell yeah. Bip Daph's loosening up so hard.
No, it probably wouldn't. But it does require attunement. And attunement might elucidate.
Yeah, Randall just, as everybody's kind of looking at it and trying to figure it out, and I just say, it is no bother now. We have time to figure it out later. It's not causing me any pain or discomfort. Let's deal with the people of Ratwater, and we can look into it further when we have time to stop and gather our thoughts better.
Lucian, the children, what did you see?
They all remained as they were, changed, some sort of insect creature. And he'll turn and look at Randall as he's describing them dying in pain and stuff in their final moments. And he kind of tilts his helmet. And I think for the first time, Randall probably gets a good peek at how he looks when he hasn't had as much time to put his disguise kit on in between stuff, because you see his eyes are kind of worn and stuff, but he looks at Randall and he kind of tilts his head and he says, Randall, you were correct in your assessment. There was nothing we could do for them, but I would prefer we exhaust all options before jumping to a conclusion. I was angry, and I still am angry at the situation. But when I look at you as one of the members of this group, I see you as one of the more patient and thoughtful of us. You acting brashly is not in your character. And I wonder, sometimes, if the darkness is affecting you and us more than we would believe.
Randall will look at you as you say that, and kind of pause as he takes what you said, and then he just says, I wonder, Mr. Lucian, for someone that sought our aid so viciously, you seem not to want it when it's given, unless it's exactly what you ask for. I am quite aware that I was right. I told all of you this was unnatural. It went against the very fabric of nature. Had not killing the hag made the entire cave network fall apart, we would be thrown into chaos fighting who knows how many of these insect creatures. I don't think you understand. I take no joy in harming children or even being right about such things as I was. But I say it because it is what it is, Mr. Lucian. You think the darkness has taken me. I think your anger has caused you to act rashly since the beginning of your entire crusade.
He takes a step closer, and you guys see Lucian get like chest to chest with Randall. And still calmly, he says, "You were right, but your hubris will not allow you to see that you could have been wrong, making you responsible for the death of a child. That is my caution to you. My anger keeps me driven. If I had let it get control of me, you, Randall, would not be standing here. I only say to you that you could have been wrong. And if you can't see that, then I don't think I'm the one that's been blinded." And he'll start to walk towards town. And he'll stop and he'll turn to you guys and he'll say, "I was vicious in how I recruited you all. Desperation breeds viciousness. And I was desperate."
Torgog will hustle to keep up with Lucian. And just walk beside him in silence for a little bit. I want to really convey that, I don't mean any hostility towards him. And then I'm going to say to him, "Lucian, you lost your daughter. There's not a hero in the world who wouldn't move heaven and earth to try and bring them back. What you did back there was right, but all of us tensions are high right now. Give Randall some grace."
You see him turn and look at you again, and you see there was like a moment where his eyes were kind of like red. It's like that same smolder, but you almost get the sense like he's almost trying to keep it under control. Like he is desperately trying to manage the rage that he feels. And he turns to Torgog, and I think for the first time you really hear like the hurt in what he's trying to do. And he turns to Torgog and he says, There's so much darkness out here, Torgog.
Yes.
I think one of the only things we can do is try to remove it, and if we add to it, by mistake or otherwise, we have just made this place worse.
Lines are not so clear. The path is not so straightforward. The darkness obscures many things. All of us are doing what we can, making the best decisions we can with the information we have. We will continue to fight for you. We will continue to learn what happened to your daughter. But we will do it as a team, not as you having hired us. We will do it as a collective. This is the only way that we will survive and the best chance your daughter has. You should take heed of that.
He just kind of pats you on the shoulder and he says, "I am grateful for your help, all of you. And I do think without you all, I probably wouldn't stand a chance, but I was not wrong to tell Randall that his snap decision was incorrect, even if the outcome was correct."
Perhaps this discussion for another day. Let's put this to rest for now. All of us have been in a tight situation. And I'm going to turn back to Bip and Randall and Ulrich and say, hurry along, friends. We need to find a place before dark.
Yeah, what is the town? Is anybody like out of their homes as we enter the town, Mike? Because we made a pretty big commotion.
Oh no, it was a very big commotion. People are holed up in their homes. And I mean, that's the people who are left.
Yeah, sure.
And the last thing we said to them was go in your house, pretend it's night, and pray we don't come back.
Yeah.
So they probably think we're about to kill them. How close is it to dusk, approximately?
Maybe an hour away.
We don't have time to leave the town. I suggest we kick the door down to that tavern, take their best spirits, hunker down for the evening, and leave in the morning.
Agreed.
Don't want to return to Mary's house.
Agreed. Go to the tavern.
Go to the tavern.
All right. You guys essentially take over the tavern. Again, there's not many people left in this town after the massacre at the church. The bartender certainly doesn't stop you. She seems more concerned with packing her bags and trying to figure out where to go. So you have pretty much run of the place. You can drink to your heart's content. There are no cooks left, so if you want food, you have to cook it yourself. But you have access to the kitchen, because who's going to stop you?
That's a great point.
Rourke will definitely make his way kitchen first. Like setting his mace and his backpack like by the bar or whatever, but goes back in the kitchen to something for everyone to eat.
What you making?
What do I got? What's available to me, Mike? Put me on Chopped right now. I know you're a foodie.
I mean, you've got beef, you've got pork, garlic, onion, flour, pretty much everything that you need.
I'm gonna do some spicy pork bao buns. And so I'm gonna whip up a quick dough, and then it's like a little metal sheet over an open flame to help like steam the buns as I have cooked the pork in the broth ahead of time, so I can stuff them later. Yeah, I'm doing spicy pork bao buns, of course, for my beautiful boys.
As you're cooking, I think Lucian wants to come in. I've been meaning to ask you this. I keep forgetting because you've used your celestial revelation a few times now, and I think the only reference for celestial so far that Lucian had was the stranger, the man in black. So he would, not understanding the same way he didn't tell everyone Torgog could use the darkness. I don't think he wants to be like in front of everyone sounding accusatory, but he would go to the kitchen and ask you, like, as you're cooking, Ulrich, would you mind if I would like to discuss something with you if you're not too busy with your meat buns?
Oh, of course not. Could you stir that a little bit, please? Here, you might as well help.
Sure. And you see it's like just very rigid, and you hear his armor creaking as he's doing it. And he'll just kind of go just clockwise. It's just any
for a little bit,
kind
and
of
then you
clockwise.
want to make sure you get the bottom.
Right. I'm just gonna stop, and you hear him just drop the spoon. Listen, you've on a few occasions now demonstrated light and wings and things that are akin to angels and other celestials. Is this a spell? Is this magic you're casting, or is this something you're able to do innately?
And I think as Ulrich is, I don't think he's making eye contact as he's talking about any of this. But as he continues to like prep and cook, some things learned through the church, various spells and things that I was taught and practiced over years in the church, but I didn't discover I had these abilities until after I became a Dawn Warden. I remember it was my first pilgrimage to take an ember to a town, and forgive me, there was a small girl who had wandered in too far into the darkness past the light, and I ran to her as fast as I could and saw the shadows start to overtake her. I felt a sensation is the only word I can associate with it, and these wings came from my back and shielded the girl from the shadows long enough for me to pull her back to the light. This was only a few years ago I learned that I had this ability or gift. I don't fully know what I am, if I'm being completely honest.
It's just a very unique thing that you can do, considering the gods are not here. Their attendants, the angels, are not here either, and you clearly have some sort of connection to them. Even seeing you and Eliam enveloped in the light, you seem to have some sort of reaching connection to the divine, even in their absence.
I think that's the thing. I think I'll turn to look at Lucian. The fact that we have powers at all, we have the ability to create the very thing that the darkness fears. I just can't. Just in the same way that you believe your daughter is still alive and is still here, I feel the same for the gods. I don't think they've left us. I don't think they've abandoned us. I think they're still here. I'm just looking for them too.
Lucian extends a hand to you, like a handshake, and says, well, in that regard, then, I believe you and I are kin. I can understand your belief that they are still present and that you will be able to find them in the same way I'll find my daughter. Perhaps we just need to find the ones responsible for driving them away, and they'll come back.
And clasp your hand, and then put his other hand like gently on top of your hand. Of this you have my word. We'll do anything I can to help you find your daughter and bring her back safe, and to punish those responsible. Of my word.
Thank you, Brother Ulrich. And he'll turn to leave, and he'll turn back and look at you and say, my daughter always enjoyed helping out in the kitchen, but my wife was the one who was better with food. For me, it was all about macros and staying in shape. And then he just turns on his heel and walks out on that note of like, brother, what? And he just disengages and walks away.
Ulrich goes, so weird. And I turn and I have a little sheet full of micros and macros.
It's just the fitness app at the top.
My Fitness Pal Pro account. Yeah, he'll go back out and let Ulrich continue cooking.
Let me get perception checks from everybody.
Oh, I am hits deep in cooking. I'm yelling for help.
2 17s, an 8 and a 7. That's quite the spread.
We were in the kitchen.
Bip and Randall As the cooking is happening, you guys will look out the windows and you'll see a faint golden light coming in through the windows from the center of town. You'll look out the window. The statue of Aurora is glowing and radiating light.
Should we check that out?
Look here, Piproot. I told you. I knew. She wasn't quite gone yet. Come. Let's go see what's happening.
Let's go. I'll tell the others. And Bip writes a note, similar to his predecessor Otis, puts it on the table, says we're gone, and follows Randall.
All right, so the two of you alone are going out to check out the statue?
Yeah, Randall's just going, whether Bip's following him or not. He's not even really paying attention.
Bip's running. Wait!
As you approach, you can hear what sound like vocalizations, like a song, emanating from the statue.
It's fine. It's all fine.
This eerie song plays to you as you approach, and the ghostly light encompasses you.
Would I be able to understand any of what's being said?
You do not.
Pip, this is incredible. I've never heard of anything like this before. I've never seen it in any of my studies or the research.
I also haven't. This is a bit confusing for me.
Maybe we should offer something or I'm not sure. And he'll look down at the whatever has affixed itself to his forearm and kind of take like a timid step forward and just reach his forearm out and see if anything happens.
The light coming off of the statue will coalesce into a figure, a woman who appears before you. She reaches out and touches the shield and says, "Oh no, this won't do at all. Let me cleanse this for you." And she places a hand on the eye in the shield. And it recoils for a moment as her light spreads over it. And then you can feel it through your own nervous system, the calming effect that it has. The wood turns into brambles and wraps around your left forearm like a bracer.
Randall pull the arm back and take a good quizzical look of it, and just immediately, kind of the first thing he can think to do is just in his native tongue, just say, "Thank you, my lady."
Of course. And then she'll look to Biprot and say, "Oh, my little psychonaut. You deserve better than what happened to you. I wish I could have made it so."
I think Bip is pretty dumbfounded. He's not one to believe in deities at all, and so I think he's pretty oh, there's something else, and it's kind and cares for him. That's beyond him. So I think I think he normally looks like a nut job, and right now his eyes look clear because he's all the acid is gone, and he's kind of in shock, like a kid would be, he doesn't know. He's confused. This is outside of his realm of logic. So,
You are, you're taken aback eyes wide. You don't know how to react to this. She basically floats down, puts two glowing hands on either side of your face, and leans down and plants an impossibly warm kiss on your forehead. And she says, Tell him he was the best decision I ever made. Tell him he has to be strong now.
I'll try. And Bip's... he turns away from Randall. Bip is bawling his eyes out. He misses his mom. Thanks.
Randall just like, as that's happening, Randall like excitedly will just turn to Biv and say, just keep having the conversation, do what you have to, keep her here, I must get Ulrich, and then he'll just sprint off back to get Ulrich.
As you turn around, the figure will spiral a few times up into the air and disappear from sight. The light from the statue will fade, though you can still feel the phantom hum of the power coming off of it now.
Bib, what did you do?
I don't know, but I think it's in my forehead. And he's gonna like...
Did she went into your forehead?
I'm not sure. She kissed it, and it feels magical now. It feels really warm and fuzzy.
Randall will hobble over, throw his war club cane to the ground, get down on one knee, and what you see is quite painful for him to bend his knee that abruptly, grab you by the face, and just stare into your forehead. Where did she go, Biprod?
Randall, as you kneel down and start to feel the pain in your right knee, the brambles on your left arm will grow and reach down to the ground and support you.
While still holding Bip's face, Randall looked down and say, Oh, Biprod, this is amazing. I've been gifted by one of the ancient goddesses. Do you understand what this means for me? Of course you do. You were gifted yourself. You were touched upon the forehead by the lips of a goddess.
I don't know if she's as much a goddess as a mom. She cares for you. Bip does not believe in gods, so he's very much like, this lady like cares for you, and my mom's the only one who has. Randall, I don't know about gods. I don't know any of that, but she cared for you. She cared for your need. That's a kindness that I don't know if any of us have seen in a long time.
Quite right, Biprod, quite right. You know what this means. It means hope. It means that everything we feared, everything Ulrich has said is true. There is hope. The gods have not abandoned us. He's still holding your face, by the way. He's just talking at you.
Bip's like a hardcore atheist. And even if they have, there's people that care. And there's people much greater and stronger than us that care.
I don't know what that means, but we have to tell Ulrich.
Like that one right there. And he points to his forehead. Like the one that's inside my forehead. I don't know where she went. I'm scared that I killed her. So please don't tell Ulrich that.
No, but you wouldn't have killed a goddess. We're not nearly powerful enough to kill gods.
You might not be, and I understand. Bip turns to go to Ulrich.
God killer.
Yeah, with that, Randall he'll get up and make his way back to tell Ulrich what he just saw.
Yeah, I think at this point, walking out with like just a tray like full of these like bao buns that just smell like sweet and spicy, and I like look around and see y'all immediately come in. I go, what were y'all? It's almost dusk. What were y'all doing out there?
Lucian is also with you. I think he looks up. He has taken his helmet off and done the disguise kit, but he looks up and sees them come in when you say that, and he goes, "You two left?" Like, just wasn't even paying attention. How long have you been gone?
I left a note.
Didn't see it. And his feet are like up on the table, resting on the note. Didn't see a thing.
Ulrich's wearing an apron.
As with that, Randall he'll just start, and you'll never believe it, Ulrich, and he'll just go into this, rendition of what just happened and what took place, completely leaving Bip's experience out of it entirely, and just we've seen the gods. I've seen the gods. You were right, Ulrich. They have not abandoned us.
Slow down, please. Sit, please. And I look at Biprot. Have you given him anything today at all?
I mean, yes, I have, but it was much earlier in the fight. I can't. You made a lie? How do you think I got him out of the freaking mess he was in? But it should have worn off by now. It was light. He's telling the truth. We did see that.
What are you talking? Saw the gods. Who did you see?
Goddess, the statue.
What, Aurora?
Yes, she was here. Look, and he'll show you the bracer that's no longer like a bark, evil-looking thing. She removed whatever sickness ailed the land from it. She kissed Biprot on the forehead.
As you pull it up, the bramble bracer will turn at first into what looks like a shield, and then brambles will reach out to the ground and try to find purchase, a thing that you can stop by simply thinking about.
That is that's new.
Can if I look out the window at the statue, it's no longer glowing, right, Mike?
Correct.
I don't see any evidence. I'm not saying it didn't happen, but where did she go? Is she no longer here?
No, she was there. She spoke to me, and she took away the evil, and she spoke with you, Bip. When I went to go try to find Randall, what did she say to you exactly?
She, Ulrich, do you have any connection to her? Of any sort?
I've never heard of her. She's not one of the traditional deities that our church has studied. If she has any connection with light, then she must obviously be good.
Can you, it's a weird request. Can you bend down? He'll gesture for Ulrich to, like, lean his head down, towards Bip.
Yeah, and he does.
Bip will take his head and, like, push his forehead to Ulrich, where she kissed Bip on the forehead, and see if that resonates at all.
You guys definitely touch foreheads.
Lucian's like looking at you guys, and at this point he's going, I think I picked the wrong group. This is...
Bip whispers in Ulrich's ear, "You're not the one." Sorry, I misread because you had wings. And then he pushes him away.
Bip, what did she say to you exactly when she spoke to you, this goddess?
She spoke of someone like she said him. She made it seem like it was a son or someone in kind of that position, and she said that she didn't regret them and she loved them, and it was very endearing. I don't know who she was speaking to though, and Ulrich has wings, and I don't know if either of his parents had wings. So that's my first assumption was half god, but Lucian. he gestures for Lucian's forehead. Is this something that you?
No, and he'll put his hand on your. I'm not gonna touch heads with you, though.
Bip jumps. Bip jumps up to Lucian's head. Please, we must know.
All right. I think you'll see he kneels, and I think as he does, he's thinking more of he just talked to Ulrich about this and said that I believe you in the same way you believe me about getting my daughter back. I believe you about the god. So I think he indulges Bip and says, I'm not sure you'll pick anything up forehead to forehead, but sure. And he'll go forehead to forehead with you.
Yep. Yeah, Bip will hold us. I think Bip is like being a scientist about a divine grace. And so he is testing his forehead against people. And wondering if something happens.
So, the two of you grab each other's faces, pull each other close, and touch your foreheads. Lucian, you, for a nanosecond, basically, get like the visual information downloaded into your brain, practically, of exactly what Bip saw in that moment. And you see a golden outline. A beautiful woman in the shape of your wife. And she holds your face in her hands and says, "It's okay. I don't blame you.
Oh.
But this is your responsibility now." And you hear everything else that she said to Bip. And you realize, watching it through his eyes, in this moment that takes only an instant, she wasn't talking to him. She was talking to you through him.
Oh, man.
You knock out of it, out of breath and disoriented.
You see Lucian get absolutely rocked on his heels, tears in his eyes, like considerably emotional. And I think he doesn't really know what to say because he feels bad. He feels bad now. He feels good to know that his wife told him he's not to blame. He feels bad for Randall, who believed this to be a god, and he thinks it wasn't. It was his wife. It wasn't a god. And he looks at Randall in that moment and sees like the hope in him, and I think as well in Ulrich, and he leaves out the part that it was his wife. I don't think he can bring himself to say that to them and take this away from them in this moment. Instead, he says, "She told me I shouldn't blame myself. She was speaking to me through you, Bip. Quite a remarkable feat. But I suppose for a goddess, it's probably an easy task, right? The gods are here. They haven't abandoned us. That's good to know."
I don't know if you would make Bip do an insight check, but he, again, has absolutely no belief in gods. He just thinks that there's some people that are stronger than others and are worshipped. And so I think Bip would, I don't know if he would see through it, but he would question Lucian. And this is the first time he's seen weakness, and it's the first time he's seen Lucian take a step back. And so I think Bip, in one of his few lucid states, would go to hug Lucian and not really give him a choice on if he gets hugged.
I don't think he'd resist. I think in this moment he is really emotional about it being his wife, and then trying to wrestle with sharing that with the rest of the group. But I think no one has actually gotten close to Lucian. I would say if you have a decently high enough passive perception, Matt, for Bip, you would probably notice inconsistency in the color of his skin. He didn't do a full body disguise kit. He did like neck up because that's all he had time to do when you guys left. But you would notice it's not like, yeah, it's inconsistent. I think you'd be the first to pick up on that because he hasn't let you guys get close until now.
Yeah, I don't think Bip would say anything if he did notice, at least not right away. But Bip's smart, but he doesn't really know how to deal with emotions, so he hugs whenever he thinks something's wrong. Very similar to myself as a.
Yeah, he'll pat you on the back and why don't we have some dinner? This is quite a moment to celebrate, and Ulrich has spent considerable time putting meat into bread in the kitchen for us to eat. Well done, Ulrich. Bread and meat.
This sounded a little sarcastic.
No, it's bread and meat, isn't it?
I kind of had to work with what I had, but if you would like to go back there and maybe add a couple of side dishes, that would be more than welcome.
No. It's no complaint. Not at all. I just, in terms of things where you put meat in the bread, this is similar to what, a hot dog or a hamburger or...
You always do this. We sit down to have a nice meal, and you say it's just like another thing that's not the thing.
And by the way, it's called a Philly cheesesteak.
It's called a Philly cheesesteak.
Philly cheesesteak is just an American bao bun.
So is this? Oh, is this a hot dog? I'm confused. Where's the dog?
It's a hot dog, but rolled up.
It's more like a hoagie.
Ulrich leaves the table. Ulrich goes
He leaves. Lucian turns to Bip. Have you ever had a sandwich before? It's basically the same.
Yes, I have. I see where it's hot. I just don't understand the dog part. It's a weird choice for Ulrich to make.
Well, you guys take up residence in the tavern of this town that you have effectively killed.
Sweet.
Right on, guys.
Yeah.
We did it.
No shame.
we level up.
You're eating, enjoying yourselves. First off, Randall, that shield you got, that is a bramble buckler.
Oh, that's awesome.
It requires attunement, essentially is a shield that allows you to cast spike growth once per day for free.
Let's go.
Sweet.
You can find the item in the 2024 rules, which you should have access to. So, take a look.
Dang, that's cool.
That said, yeah, you guys can get a long rest and think about what you want to do afterwards. So at this point, stars and wishes.
Yeah, I was saying, look at all those resources coming back. Roll credits. That's not for the general audience. That's for the Patreon. This was Dumpstat, a D&D podcast hosted by our DM, Mike, with players Derek, Jordan, Matt, Todd, and me, Jeff. Be sure to follow us on social media, and if you like the music and sound effects used, check out the episode description for all the info you need.